I'd like to now take a look at Google Groups. Google Groups is free with a Gmail account, or if your district is affiliated with Gmail somehow and has linked your email account to Gmail, you have access to Google Groups. So there are various options in Google Groups, and you are actually able to switch back and forth between these options throughout the group. So one day you could have an email list, then you could have a web forum, and go back and forth. It's not one set type of um, way of communication. Um, as I said, one of the ways is an email list. This strictly sends out information via email. Users are allowed to post through email and send it out to their classmates, anything that they might find important on the topic they are learning. A web forum allows the users to interact with a group through discussion. It is able to be moderated. So there is somebody that is in there that you could, talk to a user who is not making good choices or using poor language, and work on, muting them or whatever you may need to do. It can also be used as a question and answer forum. It allows users to ask questions and answer questions and then rate others' responses. I thought that was pretty interesting, and I thought that that would definitely be something that I could use to review topics in science. And from my unit, I know I had talked about pollution, and I could ask the question, what are some ways we could save our earth or reduce, reuse, or recycle? And students would be able to reply with their various ideas, and others could go in and rate it if they thought their idea was helpful. That would definitely have to be closely monitored depending on the age range of the students, just to make sure there's no bullying or anything inappropriate happening there. It could also be done as a collaborative inbox. Topics can be assigned to various members of the group, and treated as tasks which can be resolved and reassigned through the moderator and for each individual group or problem. I would use that and try to have the kids come up with, again, using reduce, reusing, recycling, maybe various ways of reducing and recycling and reusing, that they would be able to come up with an idea or a presentation to resolve an issue and go from there. It is customizable as for permissions, because it is, on a public site. So you could customize who you want to see the information. You can, who can view the topics. Is it private? Is it only members of the group? Is it managers? Is it everybody? Is it owners of the group? You can also have who is allowed to post to the group, owners, managers, public, or all members. And you can also do who can join the group. If somebody Googles, I put mine in as Mrs. Heagle's first grade class. If somebody were to Google that, they wouldn't just be able to go in and go right into my Google group. You can have it set up as invite only, meaning you would send parents or students invitations to the group. You would have it open that it's restricted, but somebody would have to request permission to come into the group, or it's just out there for everybody to see. And in education, it would be the best idea to most likely keep it private, or at least having it so that somebody can ask before they can join the group. Oops. Some use that I thought would be helpful would be parent communication, homework help, have a link up there that, especially in the question and answer forum, um, about maybe the students having issues with something, and they need help right away. And they're able to ask a question, and a parent or even a student would be able to go back and help them if the teacher would not be available. I also thought about the question and answer section as doing like a lesson review, as typing out questions, and having the students reply with answers to my questions. You can work together using the web forum, since it allows it to become interactive, and it's able to be moderated. That also goes for the discussion forum. You'd be able to go in and talk about various items and tasks. Everything is saved, so it is both synchronous and asynchronous, and I may be saying those words wrong, but it allows the students to interact with people in real time and go back and look at things if they really would need to. And like I said, you don't have to keep it one forum or another, or it could be, you can switch back between web forum, question and answer, or the collaborative inbox. I really think this would be a great addition to a classroom. As I stated in table 5.3, there are some, you could use this as shared resources. I believe it also follows under the category of reflection, outreach and authentic learning experiences, and problem solving. There are various tools that you could use throughout this collaboration piece that would be helpful for many people, and it falls underneath a lot of the categories that I've found. If you have any questions about Google Groups, feel free to comment and I will do my best to answer. Thank you.